Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 3 problem of this month on LeetCode. Maximum value of an ordered triplet 2. Okay. And yesterday what problem we solved? We solved problem number 2873. Maximum value of an ordered triplet 1. Okay. So this is part 2 of that problem 2874. Right. So now first let's see the yesterday's problem. Okay. So in yesterday problem what we were doing? So you were given a zero indexed integer array nums and we have to return the maximum value over all the triplets of indices I, j, k such that I should be less than j should be less than k, and if all such triplets have a negative value then we have to return 0. Okay, and the value of the triplet of indices I, j, k is equal to nums of I minus nums of j into nums of k. Okay, so now just see today's problem. So today's problem statement is also same. You are given a zero indexed integer array nums and we have to return the maximum value over all the triplet of indices I, j, k such that I should be less than j should be less than k, and if all such triplets have the negative value, return 0, and the value of triplets of indices I, j, k is equal to nums of I minus nums of j into nums of k. Same. Okay, everything is same. Okay, in both part 1 that we solved yesterday and today part 2 same. Okay, now where is the difference? So difference is in the constant size here. Okay, so see, this is part 1. So in this part 1 the nums dot length is equal to from 3 to 100, right? So we are able to pass this solution. Okay, this is having O of n cube time complexity. Okay, but here let me just copy this code and now go to the part 2. Okay, so in part 2 if you see the constant size is 10 to the power 5. Okay, so now if I paste the same solution, okay, so if I just run it, okay, so these test cases are small, right? So I will be able to pass all these test cases. But now if I submit this, so you will see that we will get time limit exceed error for few test cases. Okay, so let's see, let's give it some time. So see, we are getting time limit exceeded error. Okay, 581 test cases got passed out of 599. Okay, so now how we are going to solve this? Okay, so you know why this is part 2. Okay, because of the constant size. Okay, and we can't run this code. Okay, because this code is having of n cube time complexity. Okay, so now if you guys have watched my yesterday's tutorial, so in that tutorial I have shown you two approaches. Okay, so one is of n cube approach and one is of n approach. Okay, so now let me just open the of n time approach. Okay, so let me just copy this to editor. Okay, so this is my of n approach. Okay, so now let me just copy this approach, okay, from yesterday's tutorial and just paste it here. Okay, so this approach is having of n time complexity. Okay, so now let me first run it and let's see. So here all the test cases are passed, right? Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? This code is having of n time capacity. Okay, see, let's do one thing. Let's fix it. Okay, let's fix it. Nums of k, let's fix it. And you know that the value overall value of this should be greater when this nums of I is larger and this nums of j is small. Okay, so when the difference of these two is greater, then definitely we'll get the max value. Okay, and here we need the max value of nums k as well, right? So how I'm going to do that? Okay, so in order to solve this problem, so here first thing that you know that the value of the triplet is maximized when nums of I and nums of j nums of I takes the max value and nums of j takes the minimum value. And let's do one thing, let's create one variable, let's say I max. Okay, we can use this I max, okay, this variable I max to maintain the maximum value of the nums of I, max value of nums of I. Okay, nums of I max I'm going to use, and I'm going to use dmax variable. Okay, dmax variable to maintain the maximum value of nums of I minus nums of j, so difference max. Okay, so I'm going to use these two variables, nums of I minus nums of j for dmax. Okay, difference max you can say, and I max for the nums of I. Okay, so this is going to maintain the maximum value. So we need the max value of this one, right? And we need the max value of this one as well overall, right? And let's fix this constant. Okay, so this is done. Okay, and during the enumeration of k we have to update the dmax and imax. Okay, so how we are going to do that? Okay, so let's understand simply with this particular example. So this is 0 index, this is 1 index, this is 2 index, this is 3 index, this is 4 index. Okay, so now here first of all I'm going to run one single loop. Let's say my k is here. Okay, when my k is here, okay, at this particular position, so first of all I'm going to calculate the result. Okay, so initially you do one thing, initially set this imax value to 0, this dmax set to 0 and create one more variable result, okay, which we need to calculate in the end, and let's set it to 0 only initially. Okay, so now when my k is at this particular position, then calculate the result. So result is equal to, how we calculate the result? So math.max of inside this the previous value of result, and here inside this this dmax. Okay, this dmax is nothing but this difference. Okay, so dmax into, okay, so this is nothing but dmax. Okay, this complete circle is nothing but dmax into nums of k, right? So here I'm just going to apply this formula. So I'm calculating first this result, okay, inside this for loop, nums of k. Okay, I'm going to calculate this. So right now my result is math.max. Okay, this is 0, and here dmax is also 0, and nums of k we have 12. Okay, so 0 into 12, dmax is also 0, so we are going to get 0 only. So right now result is going to be 0 only, right? Why so? Why result is 0 only? Because at this particular position I don't have j and k. Okay, I don't have that. Okay, so I need total 3 numbers at least for my I, j and k to be there. Okay, so that is why here 0. Okay, then after that I will update the dmax. Okay, so right now dmax, how I'm going to update my dmax? So dmax, again I am going to use this same formula, math.max. Okay, and the dmax value, okay, we have to maintain the max value of this dmax. And here how we calculate the dmax? So we are calculating the max dmax as this value nums of I. So we want this as to be max only. Okay, so here I will write I max instead of nums of I will write I max minus, and here that particular value. Okay, so here nums of, let's say nums of k. Right now my k, where my k is at. Okay, so here if you calculate this, so dmax is nothing but 0 only right now, and here imax is 0, and 0 minus nums of k. So nums of k value is 12, so minus 12 or 0. So what you are going to take? You are going to take the max difference only, so you are going to put 0 here. And then same way, first we are calculating result, then we are calculating dmax. Okay, opposite way, opposite order. And then I'm going to calculate imax. Okay, imax is nothing but math.max. Okay, only these 3 things that we need to take care. Imax is nothing but math.max of imax, okay, whatever the imax value, and my nums of k. Okay, whatever the max, I have to take that. So here imax initially is 0. Okay, and the nums of k value is right now 12. Okay, so I will take 12 here. So now in the first step, if you see, I am calculating like this now, result. So here what is your array? 12 6 1 2 7. Okay, 12 6 1 2 and 7. Okay, so result you are calculating, then you are calculating dmax, and then you are calculating imax. So in the first step, when my k is at this particular position, so you know that your result is 0, your dmax value is 0, and your imax value is 12. Okay, this is done. Okay, now after that my k is going to move forward. Okay, so my k is going to move here, then again you are going to apply this same formula. Okay, so now result is going to be math.max of previous result 0, and dmax into nums of k. So dmax is also 0 from last time, and this time nums k. So nums k is nothing but 6. So again you are going to get 0 only, right? Because we need at least 3 values, right? At least 3 values. Okay, and then after that dmax we are going to calculate. So dmax is nothing but math.max of dmax. Previous dmax is 0, and here last time imax was 12. Okay, and now nums of k is 12 minus 6. Okay, so we are going to get the dmax as 6. So that is right now. So for these two numbers, 12 and 6, the difference is 6, right? But here one thing here, right? 12 6. So here how we are calculating dmax? We are calculating the dmax as nums of I minus nums of j, right? And here nums of I, uh, if you see here, we are calculating dmax as dmax, math of dmax, and here imax. So first we are writing imax. So this value we need greater now. So in the formula we have this formula nums of I. So this should be greater, right? So first we are picking this, and then we are getting 6. So I'm writing 6 here, right? This is clear. Then we have to calculate imax. So imax is nothing but math.max of imax. Previous imax was 12, and now again it will remain 12 only. Okay, so this we have to keep max only. Okay, so this value we always want max only. Okay, so here this is going to be max. Now next time I will calculate the result. So result this time is going to be math.max of result previous time 0, and dmax previous time dmax was 6, and 6 into nums. Okay, right now k value is at this, so 6 into 1, you are going to get 6 only, right? Okay, dmax 6 into nums k. Okay, done. Now we have to calculate again this dmax. So dmax is nothing but math.max previous time dmax was 6, and imax is 12 minus nums of k. So 12 minus 1, 11. We are getting dmax 11 now. Okay, so we have to use this, right? So 11 and 6, which is max, 11 is max, so we are going to use that. Then this time imax, again it will remain 12 only, right? Imax is nothing but maintaining the max value, imax and nums k. Okay, then we reach here. So now this is the number. Okay, my k is at this. Okay, 2. So now again we have to calculate the result. So result is 0, and dmax is dmax previous time dmax was 11. 11 into 11 into nums. Okay, 11 into 2, 12, 22. Okay, so previous time it was 11, right? And now imax is 12. uh, Previous time what we are calculating dmax. So previous time dmax was 11. Okay, and imax is 12, and then minus nums. Okay, 11. Okay, so here also I'm getting 11 only, so keep 11 only, right? So 12 nums. Okay, is 1 is 2, right? Nums. Okay, is 2, so imax 12, so 10 we are getting. Okay, it is 2, so max we have to keep now, so here use 11 only, right? Dmax. And result, dmax last time it was 11, and nums. Okay, this time 2, 22, and the last time result was 6, so here keep max na, 11 into 2, 22. Okay, we have to keep the max, right? So how this is coming result math.max of previous time what was result 6. So now dmax into nums. Okay, so dmax into nums. Okay, 11 into 2, 22. Okay, so this now imax it will remain same only, 12 only. Okay, now again we have to calculate the result. Okay, so result now see, result. Okay, last time result was now last time my result was 22. Okay, so here last time result was 22. Okay, now see carefully here, last time result was 22, and here dmax value, so this time dmax value is 11. uh, 11 into nums. Okay, nums. Okay, value is 7, so 11 into 7, so we will get 77. Okay, so note this 77. Okay, and then we have to calculate dmax. So dmax last time dmax was 11. Okay, dmax was 11 last time, and here imax last time imax was 12. Okay, 12 minus nums of k. Nums of k is nothing but 7. Okay, so 12 minus 7, I would keep maximum only 11, and here it will remain 12. Okay, so last time what is the result value that we have updated? It is 77. So this is what we need to return, right? So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, and if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.